Hello world. How you guys doing? Listen, guys, I'm excited to now, just be back. I was on a vacation with my family, and man, when I tell you I'm ready to work, I'm ready to work. So one of the things I want to kind of dive into is I'm putting together ebooks every day, right? Literally for the rest of the year, and I really want you guys to capture the information that I'm going to be kind of like dishing out or giving out, right? Um, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the first ebook that I'm going to bring to the forefront really quickly. But before I do, let me give you the reason why I want to do this. And one of the reasons why I'm making it so affordable is because number one, it kind of takes care of the fee. Let me say that the fee that you would essentially be paying for these ebooks really only covers like what we like to call a soft cost. And that comes from the software that helps us with, like the intro, outro that you guys just recently seen. It's kind of like a give back, right? To a small community that we're connected to kind of, and it kind of helps out other entrepreneurs to be able to now maybe get them an intro, outro, right? So it's kind of like, you're pretty much donating into the next entrepreneur's journey and to be successful or to have better branding or better marketing, right? So I just want to give that disclaimer. With that being said, the first ebook I want to address and bring to the forefront, one of my favorite ebooks is Leadership Strategies, um, literally where it talks about learning the critical 5 steps to becoming an effective leader that your market will follow, right? A lot of companies that are successful, one of the things that they've done relatively well is they've mastered what leadership skills are, right? You've probably seen the two different differentiations of a leader or a boss, right? I remember encountering both of those attributes where I thought that I wanted to be a boss, but then I grew into being a leader, right? So it's very different. Trust me when I tell you it's very different. Where a boss directs and leader leads, right? Um, you work for a boss, you work with a leader, right? So those are some of the different variations that you come across that kind of differentiates the two, right? So one of the most important things when it comes to being a leader, right? Skill one is one of my favorite skills, and it's communication. Hands down, there's just no way to top that, right? So without proper, clear, and concise communication, you can't hope to become an effective leader, right? Communication, listen to this. Communication is your best tool for explaining your ideas, setting expectations, and most importantly, building your team, right? So in this particular ebook, guys, and I'll bring it back up on the screen. In this particular ebook, it's going to talk about, why strong communication skills are essential for leaders, and it's also going to share the tips about how to communicate effectively, both in writing and in person, right? So I kind of want to share a story in regards to what it means to being a great leader and how communication skills are so important. I encountered a phone call conversation with one of my uh, previous, or I don't know if you want to say ex or previous mentees, and I'm going to say she slash he, right? Because I don't want to direct it to just any specific person, or I can just say this particular individual, kind of just wanted to express their feelings, so to speak. And my response to this individual was, "Hey, you know, much respect, no issues, no problems, but just understand that I can only do as a leader, as a mentor, as a coach, I can only do what's communicated. If there is no communication, there's nothing that I can do, right? Because you guys gotta understand, and I think the guy when you guys get a coach or mentor or you're following somebody, our job is not to babysit, right? Our job is to help. So again, if you are feeling a certain way that that coach or that mentor, whoever that may be, is not, you know, providing you communication, right? You One thing that we tend to do is creatures of our own behavior. We tend to run from things that we feel that are not right, or we feel that could have been done differently. We don't know how to take the time to shape shift and mold things the way into the design of us, right? You got to understand that as a coach, as a mentor, as a leader, that just because we may carry those titles, it doesn't mean that we're perfect, right? We too also shape shift and mold to the person that we're mentoring or coaching or leading. Why? Because if I'm not learning from my mentee, if I'm not learning from a connection, then I'm not growing as a leader, as a coach, as a mentor, right? Just because we carry those titles doesn't necessarily mean that we are supposed to know everything. I know how to get you from A to B, right? Then B to C, and then C to D. But then when it comes to E to F, I may need to pass you off to somebody who can take care of you at that E and F stage, right? It doesn't mean that we're done. It's just that, hey, if I want you to be as successful as possible, then I have to have barriers set up for your success. I'm not necessarily going to be the individual to carry you all the way to the top, right? So you guys have to learn that you don't run away and you don't throw away the individuals that can keep you, or let me say it like this, that can get you there, but then keep you there, right? Because that's very, very important. So if you are going to pick up a coach, if you are going to pick up a mentor, if you are going to follow a leader, make sure that both communication is reciprocated on both directions. Don't have the level of expectation that it's only supposed to come from the coach, the mentor, or the leader. That's not how that works. Now, we're going to do our baseline leadership skill in communicating what we can do for you, right? Now, to reciprocate that, you got to hold up your end and let us know what is needed for you to get to that next level, right? Because there's no need to keep beating around the bush. There's no, like, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm trying to go, right? Help me get to where I'm trying to go, right? Help me break the barrier of where I'm at so I can get to where I'm going. Okay. So I hope that what was helpful, guys. For those of you that, again, that are individuals who are looking for a leader, a coach, a mentor, remember, and not even just those three titles: relationships, friendships, businesships, whatever aura it is in your life. Understand that communication is the number one skill to anything in life. If you do not communicate it, guys, do not talk about it, please don't have a level of expectation that somebody is automatically supposed to know, right? Stop doing that, guys, because all that does is ruin relationships, and it tarnishes the communication, because you can't have an expectation of something that you never communicated to nobody, right? Just, hey, listen, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what I'm working with. Can you assist? Or you can't. It's simple. And let's move on to the next big thing, right? So again, hopefully that this was helpful to you guys. If it was, please share. Most importantly, if you here's the thing, guys, the ebook is only $2.99. Okay. If you do me a favor, click in the comment section, Dr. Pitts, I want the ebook, right? I'll make sure I send you the link and you guys go ahead and you get the ebook. Hey, Dr. Pitts, I can't afford the $2.99, or I don't want to spend the $2.99. That's perfectly fine. Then just do me a favor. Can you just share? Just share it on your page, or share it with somebody, one of your friends on Facebook. That's the season that I'm in, that if you cannot participate in purchasing, just do me a favor and share, right? I value relationship over revenue, right? So I want to bring more awareness to what I'm doing. And either maybe later on today, I'll be releasing another ebook. I may do 2 a day, I may do 3 a day, I may do 5 a day. It just depends, right? But I want to be able to produce ebooks to you guys frequently for the rest of this year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, this particular intro to this particular ebook. If so, it's $2.99. Just put it in the comment section, Dr. Pitts, I want the ebook. I'll put the link in the comment section for those that are watching the replay. You can just go directly to the link. Other than that, you guys already know my quote. Coming together is the beginning. Sticking together is progress. But working together is success. My name is Dr. Casual Pitts, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.